I want to recognize first, they're going to get the award, Judy Blau and Maura McMahon, co-presidents of the Eastchester Beautification Foundation. Thank you for your work. Joseph Dooley, Eastchester Town Council member, thank you so much for being here. The supervisor of the town of Eastchester, Tony Calavito, and I'd love for you to say a few words when I get there, if you don't mind. Rocco Latella, superintendent of highways. The Eastchester Library Director, Tracy Wright, thank you for accommodating us. Dominic Gizzo, Highway Department, and the planting, thank you so much. And teaching us, as you said, what you learned from your father. And we pass it along, thank you. Sally Belletti from the Department of Recreation, thank you. One of the harder jobs in all of these towns, thank you very much. Can't wait till your seniors come back. I think I got the people I should acknowledge, but I want to acknowledge everyone here. Whoops, you lost your paper. That's okay. I want to thank Eastchester Town Councilman Joe Dooley for joining us, and for the whole board for supporting this Plant Pink initiative. And I know that Councilwoman Teresa Nicholson worked hard to organize the people, young people who helped water the town planters. She could not be here today, but thank her as well. And we look for those who stand up and help us in times of crisis. And I had a garden contest that was to recognize that many people were turning to their gardens and to planting during this time of crisis. And when we looked at the submissions, some were individuals and some were collective community gardens, we saw the Eastchester Beautification Foundation, and they didn't fit in any category, but they had to get an award because they had done this extraordinary thing of painting the whole town in pink flowers as a thank you to first responders, essential workers, and in memory of those lost to COVID-19. So in partnership with the Highway and Parks Department and with the volunteers, this entire town is pink. And yesterday I was driving down Mill Road and I saw more pink, and I was so happy that the pink continues. Town lampposts showed off pink super petunias draping from baskets, pink hydrangeas, and pink begonias. It was an extraordinary time. It still continues. And there's a beautiful video that they submitted that when we saw it, we said we had to give them a special award. You brightened everyone's spirit, but more important, you made us remember first responders, those we lost, and those who have stepped up. So, Tony, if you want to come up and say a few words before I give the award and then turn it over to Jude. And
I'm going to demask for a moment. I had COVID already. I'm antibody positive, so don't get crazy. But I want to just recognize all of the members of our community that have done so much for beautification. The town has been greatly enhanced as a result of the efforts of the Beautification Foundation. I mean, clearly, we just have a beautiful place here. It's gorgeous. I remember years ago, we designed this whole parking lot together and talked about all the types of plants we would put in, all the kinds of improvements that were really made this place look special. We also, just for this event, had the front of the library repainted again, just so that it wouldn't look bad. But thank you, Tracy, for your involvement with that. Of course, Sally's in charge of all the grounds and the buildings, and Dominic and Rocco, of course, are the principal people involved with all the beautification in the town. But thank you all. Luigi Marcocha called me, said he could not make it. He's up in Connecticut at work. And Sheila is also at work, at the Board of Elections. And Sheila also, on this venue, conducted the tag sale year after year after year, raising thousands of dollars for beautification. And we have a vested interest in making sure that this organization does well. Thank you so much, Senator Mayor, for this award. It's wonderful to receive the Empire Award, especially to one of the groups that really works unsung. We talk about them every once in a while, but they need a lot more credit because they do a lot of work to make this place beautiful. And of course, that keeps up property values, which is so important. So thank you very much for considering them. You're doing an excellent job. We really appreciate all of your effort. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So I want to also thank all the board members of the Eastchester Beautification Foundation, Irene Sarno, Rose Paletti, Lorraine Mariano, Janet Hill, and Jennifer Reed. And with that, I want to present this award, so give me 1 minute. So come over, please. This is the New York State Senate 2020 Empire Award, which I can tell you, I think I haven't given any in my term, but this was so deserving. Honoring the Eastchester Beautification Foundation in recognition of outstanding contributions and dedication to the growth, prosperity, and betterment of their community and New York State, presented by myself, Shelley B. So that is for you, as well as each of you get a New York State Senate 2020 Commendation Award, one for Maura and one for Judith, honoring your work, your commitment to the community, and your willingness to step up and be volunteers who really changed the face of this community during a very tough time. From the bottom of my heart, thank you both. Thank you to the board. Thank you to the town. And congratulations to you.
Okay. I want to thank Senator Mayer for honoring EBF with this special award that belongs to the people of our community and our town. This really was a delightful project to work on. Lots of work took place, but it was all done in a wonderful spirit. A few people who were not mentioned, and I'd like to mention the people who were supervised by Councilwoman Teresa Nicholson, which is the Rotary Interact interns and helpers, Isabel Rizzo and Jacqueline Verge. I don't know if her mom is here, but oh, there's her mom. Okay, great. She's at college. She's down in Florida. And I just wanted to also say that I was very heartened by the fact, and I'll have to read it because I can't see in this light. One of the most heartening aspects of Plant Pink has been the response from the community and town, beginning in the spring of 2020 and continuing into fall. Sharing the best and seeing the best in people actually bloom in our community has brought some normalcy and hope during this unsettling and tumultuous time. We appreciate the Eastchester Beautification Foundation membership and their donations that have helped make our dedication message possible. And Laura wants to say something as well about the teamwork that was involved here. You got it. Okay. Yep.
Thank you. Really don't have a lot to add. A lot has been said already about the teamwork, but the call to Plant Pink was inspired by the actions of first responders and essential workers who have given their time and energy to keep us healthy and safe, and to honor all of those that have lost their lives during this pandemic. This award truly belongs to the entire community of the town of Eastchester. The teamwork that the EBF board showed, the volunteers, our partners in town, highway and parks departments, and all of the local businesses and individual homes that stepped up, planted pink, put planters out for the first time. It truly was a wonderful thing to see all the pink from north to south, east to west, and we truly covered the town in plant pink. So thank you to Senator Mayer for this. Thank you for everyone for coming, to the library for hosting, and again to all of our community members that supported this effort. And just so you know, we're planting pink and purple for the fall, so get your mums and get them in the ground. Thanks so much.
I didn't want to leave out two people I noticed. That's Franco Batista Parks. I heard Sally's name mentioned. And also Jeff Nicholson. I think Teresa overshadowed with all of what she's been doing, but he's been out there working along with her, and we so appreciate his work as well. Thank you.
And I'm always so glad you mentioned the people who actually are in the trenches doing the work. Thank you to your daughter. Thank you to all that helped, the town departments, everyone. This was a labor of love. It really showed. And so it's my pleasure to honor you. And thank you all for coming. And maybe we can take one group picture with whoever is willing to be in a socially distant picture.